Hey, what is up, my little tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. And as always, don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all of your Magic card-related needs. We are into the world of Shadows over Innistrad Remastered, and there are a couple of bugs. Although I don't know if this is more a feature than a bug, but as you can see here, we opened two of the same rare in the very first pack. That is because I assume what happened is you can open some weird flashbacky type cards, and I guess we opened the flashback card in addition to the normal rare. So this is really awkward. I mean, we're going to take one of them, I guess, but the fact that we're passing a garrison is very strange. Could also consider just first picking the Rise from the Tides. Yesterday's blue-red deck was fantastic. Noose Constrictor is pretty solid as well. Thraben Inspector, always a great one-drop. So very, very awkward first pack, given we are passing indeed another garrison. Kind of a weird sign there, but it is what it is. Let's move on to our second pick. We could take Olivia's Bloodsworn. Could just jump into like red-black vampires right off the bat if we wanted to. I don't think that would be a bad thing necessarily. Otherwise, what else is in this pack that we want to take? Butcher's sweet, but not amazing. Apparently, Invisible Stalker will be in the next week's version. So this is weird. Like week by week, they're going to rotate out some of the cards and then rotate in other cards, which is why maybe we saw two Garrison in the first pack. Maybe the Garrison will be rotated out in week 2 or whatever. But yeah, I think the Olivia's Bloodsworn has a lot of high upside if we do end up in red-black. Let's give it a shot, see what happens here. Into probably a Galvanic Bombardment as probably the best card here. Ulvenwald Captive is fantastic. Drag Under, always good. Well, it makes sense to take the Galvanic Bombardment, I think. So this is, remember, a mix of multiple sets. So all of them are going to be reprints. There are going to be no new cards, but there will exist cards, you know, outside of their normal. Well, all of the cards exist outside of their normal format because it's multiple sets in one. So there will be a lot of the underlying synergies still there, but overall, it does feel like somewhat of a new format as we get a deadweight here, 4th pick. Pretty good removal spell. Really good for delirium purposes. Deranged Whelp. This used to be an uncommon. Oh yeah, notably, a lot of cards have been downshifted from, you know, like rare to uncommon or rare to common, and a lot have been downshifted from like uncommon to common. So like these lands, for example, the Fortified Village used to be a rare, but is now an uncommon in this format. Okay, might be time to pivot a little bit. We could try to go red-blue again, although I'm not a huge fan of the Mercurial Geists. Like, yes, it can pop off and kill somebody very quickly, but I think you're better off just taking cards like Take Inventory or Drag Down even. Or, sorry, Drag Under. I kind of like getting the first Take Inventory here and seeing maybe if that's going to pay off a little bit. As we get another Bloodsworn, though. Okay. Graph Rats and the Midnight Scavengers are both in this format, so you can do some quote-unquote easier melding. There are also like Bruna and Gisela. Some other things you can go melding with. I mean, I could also take the Tattered Haunter here if we wanted to go blue-red aggro, but I think the blue-red deck, you're better off trying to go spells and not just taking the aggressive creatures. You're better off just getting the good interaction. But yeah, the second Bloodsworn rather seems nice. Okay, back to taking a couple of red cards, perhaps. I actually like the Shreds of Sanity a lot, because there are a bunch of good Madness cards. And so you can really turn this into something special. Like, I think with Alchemist's Greeting especially is what you want with this. That's the sorcery that deals 4 damage, has Madness 2. Okay, that is very strange. We're getting an 8th pick Noose Constrictor here, though. Wretched Gryff, also really, really good if you can get enough of the enablers for the Emerge, but I mean, I guess I'll take 8th pick Noose Constrictor because we might even wheel one, right? Didn't we open one? Alright, I don't know what's going on in this draft. People are taking weird cards. Not that we're not taking weird cards, but... this is not a pack we're looking to play. None of these creatures do anything. I guess I'll take the Convolute if we end up in blue. Oh, there's a Gorgers for the Vampire deck. It also has Madness. So that could be a thing. Borrowed Hostility is like an okay combat tricks, though not anything exciting. Rise from the Grave. This does hit any graveyard, but I don't think it's particularly good. Though I don't think we want to grab any of those white cards. Alright, kind of a messy first pack. I'd say we're leaning towards the red-black vampires. But there's still a chance that we end up playing even blue or green. Red-green would be like the werewolf beatdown deck. If we ended up in that. Green-black would be more of the graveyard delirium style, so Rise from the Grave would probably make some kind of deck like that, but yeah, messy first pack. Let's see what happens in pack 2. Okay, a lot of decent cards here for us. Easiest is probably just going to be the Greeting for some of that removal plus madness value. Haunted Dead, another really solid creature. Lots of good value there. Again, good madness enabler. Let's see. I think Gorger is just like a 1-mana 2/1, it's fine. Deadweight's pretty good. Already have one of those. Bloodseeker, very good vampire that also enables madness. There are a bunch of good madness overlaps with vampires. And 2 of the best vampires are like the Bloodseeker here, where you can discard a card to give it +2/-2 until end of turn. And then Olivia's Dragoons, another 2-drop vampire that you can discard a card to give it flying until end of turn. I'm fine taking the Greeting, though. Cursed Witch. I'm not the biggest fan of this card, but it's not bad. It's really slow. I think normally Gisa's Bidding is a better pickup here. Like, if you can go turn 2 Madness Enabler, turn 3 Gisa's Bidding, a lot of the times you're going to find it very easy to win. Though now we might want to be on the lookout for those Madness Enablers. Have a Scourge Wolf here. This used to be a rare, I'm pretty sure. 2/2 first strike for 2, but it's a little bit hard to cast. Though it does look like red is going to be our main right now. Okay, taking that. Another Bloodsorn, another Greeting. I think I'd rather get the second Greeting than the third Bloodsorn. Yeah, let's lean into the Vampire Madness deck. I'm going to have to keep my eye out for the enablers now, though. Well, I guess I'm just going to take the Foreboding Runes. I think we'd rather have the dual land here than a second Scourge Wolf, which is not even that good anyways. Yeah, so right now it's just the Sanity I have to enable the Madness. The Fury Blade Vampire, this one is okay, but you want to be aggressive for this one to work. Like, at the beginning of combat on your turn, you mate, so you can only do this during your turn at one specific phase. Though that's still good enough here. Passing a Tormenting Voice. Another Foreboding Ruins. I would take that if we didn't have the Bloodseeker here. We just have way too many good Madness cards, right? We have the Bidding on 3, the Gorgers on... Oh, I guess the Madness on this card is the same as the mana cost, but yeah. Greeting on 2, so... Easy enabler there. If we could wheel that other Bloodseeker, that would also be very nice. Alms of the Vein. I have not found this card to be all that good. Like, I guess maybe with Shreds of Sanity if we don't have enough sorceries, but right now we have 4 sorceries and only 2 instants. I guess we probably just take the axe here. Not huge on this card, but it is another free Madness enabler. Ah, as we did wield the... Wow, we wield the Bloodseeker and the Haunted Dead, actually. God, Haunted Dead's so good, but I think we'd rather have the enabler. Yep, nice. That's what I was hoping would wield, a Weirded Vampire. Again, nothing amazing, but with Madness, instant speed, 3 mana, 3/3. There goes another take inventory. Seems like the blue-red deck would have also ended up pretty good. Probably gonna end up cutting the axe now. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Madness cards, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 ways to enable that Madness seems good. A lot of blue cards going around. Okay. Yeah, decent enough spot going into pack 3. Where we opened a Distended Mindbender. This card's nice. It's a constructed card, or it was played in constructed. 8 mana for a 5/5, but you can emerge it for 7, including a double black. When you cast a spell, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose from it a non-land card with mana value 3 or less, and a card with mana value 4 or greater. That player discards those cards. Yeah, pretty good. My deck is predominantly 2-drop creatures, though, so this would generally cost like 5. But the ability is strong enough that it's going to be the choice here. Wow! Speaking of crazy constructed cards, Elder Deep Fiend is nuts. Gosh, that's almost better than my black. I mean, maybe it is better than my black, but I didn't take a lot of blue cards, so... And we have more of a Madness theme. Yeah, I'm probably just supposed to take the Blood Mad Vampire here. That's crazy. Obviously, you can just play the Emerge Eldrazi cards for their full cost, but 8 mana for that is not as good as... I mean, Flash, Emerge, geez. Whoever's playing blue is going to be pretty happy. Oh, what is this one? 6 mana, 4/4 flyer. Whenever a source an opponent control deals damage to you or a permanent you control, you may have flame... Oh, that's not bad. Okay, that's a pretty solid top-end 6-drop. Oh, there's the Triskaidekaphobia. Funny card. More of a meme than anything. I'm not going to take it here since we have an Alchemist Greeting number 3, but it is a fun card. Certainly. Hey, wow, okay. Bedlam Reveler and a second Bombardment. Our deck is coming together nicely. Currently we have 7 instants and sorceries. I really want to take the second Bombardment here. But it's so hard to pass up the value of the Bedlam Reveler. But the thing is, the Bombardment gives me 3 instants, which makes our Shreds of Sanity so much better. I can't pass up the value of the Reveler. Okay. Another Bidding or another Vampire. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6 Madness cards. 7 Madness cards. Excuse me, 7 Madness cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we need the Enabler more than we do the... Ooh! Look at that. Stromkirk Captain now, the pickup. Other vampires you control get +1/+1 and first strike. Excellent. And our vampire count is 9 right now, so what an ideal pickup that was. Another Gorger. I'm not sure we're going to run 2 of those, but maybe. I mean, maybe it's better just to go for synergy than over running one of these, but I don't think that's right. I don't think there was too much we could end up wheeling, but maybe we'll see. I mean, we're already at 23 playables now, so... I could run Vampiric Fury. I've never been a big fan of this. But it's probably not unplayable. Adrenaline's alright. Waltz is decent. I might actually cut the Scourge Wolf and run the Waltz. Actually, Neonate's good too. That's a vampire that can enable some madness. Oh, look at that. Some more playable stuff. Conduit and another Neonate. I don't know if we're going to run all of those. I'm guessing the Shreds of Sanity is still going to be worth it just because we have 3 greetings. I don't know. Kind of feel like I want to cut one of these top end cards. Pretty sweet looking little vampire list here. I don't think we need Magmatic Chasm. This is not Hazardous Blast. This is not All Will Be One. Let's take a peek at what our curve kind of looks like. Yeah, pretty good. So Madness 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Madness cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ways to madness. Nice, that's great. Though, again, I don't know if I want to run both Neonates here. Do I need 16 lands? I think we want to go with 17. Yeah, cut 1 Neo. I mean, I don't really like these Gorgers. Yeah, we don't need them. Probably. I don't know, we have a decent bit of removal to push them through. I think I'm gonna go like that. We can probably afford to run the Haunted Fengraf as well if we're running 17 lands. Okay. Nice little red-black vampire madness deck here in the Shadows over Innistrad Remastered queue. Go to round 1. Hope we can get some wins. Alrighty. Round 1 is a go. And looks fine. The Neonate can discard Greeting to kill something early on and net us a card. And we have the Ruins for a little bit of fixing. Good, nice little Captain here. This is Menace too, so it's going to poke in for a little bit of damage in the early game. Sure. So Skulk is an old ability. Creature with Skulk can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. So a lot of times, those cards were just kind of unblockable for a while. And remember, with Madness, you can do it at instant speed, so... if the opponent does something that warrants it, we can Madness the Greeting. Butcher's Cleaver, alright. Captain, attack for 2. Fogwalker's not a human, so if they equip the Cleaver, it won't have lifelink. I could Mindbender off my Stromkirk Captain next turn. I don't think that would be a bad play, because the earlier you get the Mindbender online, the better it is. Now, the fact that they didn't play anything here is a little bit sus, so I'm just going to attack with the Menace creature and pass. I'm going to assume they have like a Convolute or a Deny Existence in their hand. And since we're ahead on the board, we can afford to play around it and not do anything here for a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah, they definitely have that. No rush then. I'm gonna run the Fury Blade Vampire into their counter. There might be some more counters in the format, but the common ones are Deny Existence, yep, and Convolute. That was just way too obvious. Ooh, Gisa and Geralf. This is a 4-mana 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, mill 4 cards. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a zombie from your graveyard. Nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and blow that up right now. End of turn. Do we need to, actually? I guess we could Borrowed Hostility. Or we could draw a different discard outlet. Let's attack both. Okay. Alright, well, we got nothing but fat left. This might actually be a game where we want to, or where we end up hard casting that. Oh, do they have Waltz? They do? Sure. Well, this will be a good turn to get the Mindbender online then, steal their Gisa. Oh, never mind. We are just going to hardcast it. Because they have a bunch of zombie value. It's kind of funny, we might actually hardcast Distended Mindbender. Yep, lock down my captain, don't care. Pole Separator now too, that's funny. Okay, so they can make a copy of, like, Gisa and Geralf. And the token is a 4/4. Alright, well, I guess I should have cast this a while ago. Let's try to get the last card in their hand then. Yeah, nice. So they won't have enough mana to cast another zombie, but they're going to get a 4/4 zombie, a 1/1 Gisa, and Geralf. Sure. And they milled Accomplice as well. That's a good draw. If we had better creatures, that is. So let's just go with Angel here and smack. Gonna end up trading for their 4/4. I'm okay with that since we drew the waltz. This is also gonna still ping them for 1. Oh, ping them for 2, both. Yes. Both sources dealt damage, that's right. Okay, the good news here is that they don't have many humans for the cleaver. It's just the Gisa and Geralf, which the Angel can actually trade with it if they decide to give it lifelink. Remember, they only can cast 1 of those creatures. So I guess they're going to cast the lifelinker and then probably use the accomplice's ability. Or maybe they just suit up the Gisa. And if they attack, we kind of have to trade. Yep. Alright, so they're going to go back up to 11, then down to 10. But then we can waltz back our Angel and our Mindbender or whatever we want. Annoyingly, the Foulbloods has Menace, so it is going to hit for a bit of a chunk, but by doing this, they're also turning themselves into a 2-turn clock. That's fine. Okay, if they don't draw some... Oh, is that a human? Oh, it is a human, too. Wait, we have first strike, though, so it doesn't matter. Never mind, we're good to go. So they need to draw like a removal spell or something this turn. Very nice. It's not a great attack by them, though. They do get the flip of the Witch, but... Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Awkward thing is, I actually have to attack here and offer the trade for the 4/3. Because if I let them equip the Cleaver to the Butcher now, or to the Foulbloods now, it trades for both of my stuff. Yeah. Okay. I need to draw something here, because I'm dead in 2 turns. This has been an unfortunate game. Go down to 4, they go up to 9. That was probably our best draw. And sometimes you're just not meant to win. Incredible. Basically any spell there, and I think we're in good shape. I actually get to attack with the Mindbender. Oh, man. Well, it is what it is. Okay, and they can give zombies death touch with that thing, I think. Yes. I mean, I'm just dead to inevitability here. I need to kill that now so they don't give death touch on their turn. I'm actually dead on board if they go for it. They can still just attack with everything. Oi, 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 oi. Well, they didn't go for it. Okay. I still don't think there's a way I can win. I'm dead in 2 turns to the curse. Man. Unlucky. Good beats. I don't have a way to gain life, do I? That was actually a really sick draw. I'm so close to actually killing him here. That's so sick. Getting back the greeting and the bombardment, killing both. Oh my gosh, we're so close to lethal. I guess I have to get back the waltz and get back my neonate and hope that that hits something. I don't think we have any outs, but... them's the break sometimes. Just kind of unlucky. Man, that 3 land off the Bedlam Reveler was so sick. Alright, GG's. There was probably something I could have done differently, but I'm not sure what it was. Yeah, I don't know. Way it goes sometimes. GG's. Let's just draw a little bit better this time. Ooh, this hand's not great. Two Madness Enablers, but no Madness cards. We do have a little bit of early interaction. I guess it's a keep, it's just not great. I'm gonna lead on the 1-3 so they can't kill it with bombardment if they have that of their own. Looks like we have a mirror match here. Don't think we need to fire off the bombardment quite yet. Yep, good thing we didn't, because that's the card we want to bombard. Well, this might be a quick draft for us, unfortunately. These draws have not really come together. Yeah, they're gonna give it haste and hit me for 6, and that's gonna get a little bit larger now, too. I mean, I guess I just... try to race. I don't have much of a choice. We can block the Blood Mad Vampire and then sack our Neonate. So I'm going to go to 8 here. We can draw like an Alchemist's Greeting. We should be okay. Actually, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have lethal. I'm not sure. Oh. Yeah, we have lethal potentially. Oh, sure, that's fine. If we draw a swamp, I think swamp is lethal here. Or maybe I'm a card short. Yeah, if we had drawn swamp, let's see, I'd have to go discard, discard. No, I wouldn't be able to play and equip as well. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can hit him for 10. Now we're just dead on board, though. Okay. Well, that was fun. Kind of a bad flood into an unfortunate screw. And just like that, we are quickly 0-2 with a deck that I think is pretty good. Let's rattle off some wins, because that is frustrating. Alright, 0-2. Come on, vampires. Come on, madness. Alright, let's go down to 6. A decent 6, I think. Turn 2 Bloodseeker. The way to madness out already. Okay, turn 2 Bloodseeker with 2 madness cards that are both castable now is a nice one. Was good. We can hit him for 7 next turn and kill any creature they play. Which I do think we go for. Even though this is not the creature you really want to be killing, this pushes a ton of damage. And it grows our vampire up to a 5/2. Wish I'd kept the shreds now in my hand over the 6-drop, but... Come on, just a little bit. I love seeing that. That doesn't play to the board. Just a little bit more pressure is all we need. Wow, that's their best play. Awesome, okay. So we get to hit him for 8 next turn. So we're definitely just discarding the angel here. And then I'm not aware of any Wrath in this format, so if they have it, but I'm not playing around it. Oof. Okay, we are on the board. Getting that first win. Always so clutch when you're 0-2. We are a few wins away from getting our gems back, though, but this deck is capable. Let's see if the draws can align. On to game 4. We're on the play. Oh, that's right, we have a Garrison in our deck. This hand's not great, as it doesn't have a Madness Enabler except for the Waltz, which generally doesn't get cast until later in the game, but I'm on the play, so I don't think you can mulligan a hand with the turn 3 Garrison, knowing that we do have a bunch of removal that we can draw in the deck. Even just drawing like 1 Galvanic or 1 Deadweight or something. Oh, opponent's got a good one. Turn 1 Thraben Inspector is the card of dreams. Yeah, if the opponent has a low curve, the garrison becomes much worse even though we're on the play. That's a good start. So any of our 2-mana Madness enablers next turn to be able to Madness out the Greeting would be insane. They might just have a Bound in whatever, though. Bound in Moonsilver. They had nothing. This is an easy attack. Even if they have a way to block the garrison with the Inspector and then pump it up, I'm okay with that. If this is Blessed Alliance, that's fine too. Puncturing Light, sure, whatever. Elder Cathar. Ooh, hello. Very good draw. I think our opponent has the +2/+2 to a creature that makes a token if you also have an equipment, but the Noble gives first strike here, so... kind of a beating for them. All this madness. Definitely didn't just spill water on myself. Nobody saw anything. Sigarda? Oh my god. 4/5 flying for 5. You and humans you control have hexproof. Exile a card from your graveyard and make a 1/1 human. Absolutely disgusting. Ay, 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 ay. Exile a card. It doesn't even have to be a creature or anything. Oh, I do remember that card back in the day. Yeah. Do I have removal that can deal with that? What does my deck list say? We have... no. And they have Faith Unbroken on their hexproof creature too. That's good. I guess we'll just lose. I have no good place. You just have to sit here and die. We know they have the +2/+2 trick in their hand. Nice card. It's a good one too. All right. Well, and that's Magic, baby. I'm not going to say that was fun, because that wasn't. But I think our deck was really good. Ay, ay, ay. The draft was a little bit wonky, I admit. And maybe opening 2 garrisons was strange. But this deck looked good to me. So 2 of our losses were to mana issues. One being a flood, the other being a screw. And then we just lost to a Sigarda, so... I I guess that's the way it's going to be sometimes. I would run this deck back again. I think it's pretty good. The triple greeting was so nice with all of the discard effects, but sometimes you get magicked, and sometimes you just gotta cry and tuck your tail between your legs and say GG's. We'll be back for more tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.